Next, buyback is repurchasing the stocks of a company from investors in the market. So when you go for IPO, you are selling your shares as an owner, promoter. You are selling your shares to the public and getting money. Buyback is reverse of that. You are giving money to the public and taking some shares back. Not all, maybe you can take all also. This is called delisting, but you are taking some shares back, right? Now, buyback signals confidence of the management. Why? See, at any given point, the management knows the in and out of the company. They know the future planning because they are the ones who are doing the future planning, right? So if they feel that the company will do good in the long run, near future or maybe long run, they will like to buy the shares back with them because so that they can benefit out of it, right? So it signals confidence of the management in the company, right? Having said that, the companies also understand this, that buyback will signal the confidence. So sometimes, even though there is nothing great going to happen in the company in the long run or near future, they will still do a buyback. Cash pada hai company mein, let's do a buyback. How does it matter? Yeah, they will still do a buyback, right? Why? Because it will show, it will give a false message to the market that the management is confident about the company, even though nothing great is going to happen. Yeah. So you should take it with a pinch of salt. Yeah. But how will you find out whether it's a false confidence show or it's actual show? Once you do the research, the way we will learn in this SMEP, you will come up with only those companies which are fundamentally sound. So if those companies are doing buyback, it has to be a genuine buyback, more likely than not. So you don't have to really worry about other companies, right? Now, buyback can be carried out in two ways. One, by giving an option to existing investors to submit a tender. You basically fill a tender form and you say that you want to sell your shares. And why will you sell shares to the management instead of selling in the market? Because they're giving you a premium price. Let's say the share price is 100 rupees in the market, they are giving you 110 or 115 rupees. So that's why you are willing to tender the shares to them rather than selling at 100 rupees in the market, right? The other way of doing buyback is company buybacks in the open market. So they will not say that fill a form. They will just go to the market as a usual buyer and they will start buying the shares. And they will give an announcement that we are going to buy shares worth 650 crores in the next 6 months within this price band. So if the company moves in this price band, we will buy shares worth 650 crores gradually in the next 6 months. So that's a kind of announcement which comes. Yeah. So there are two ways to do the buyback of the shares. Now, how does buyback help investors? Number one, the shareholders who exercise the tender gets a premium price. I already told you, you get a premium price of whatever the market price is, you get more than that. The shareholders who do not exercise the tender, the value of their shares increases. Why? How does the value of the share increases? Look at this formula. What is earning per share? Earning per share is net income divided by number of shares, right? Let's say there are 100 shares of the stock in the market. Total number of shares is only 100, right? And the company buys back 2 shares. 2% of the shares they buy back, right? Now, in this case, these 2 shares will extinguish. They will cease to exist. Now, the number of shares of the company in the market is only 98. So, company has given the money to the investor. They have got the 2 shares back, but they've ceased to exist. This is as per the law. Those shares will not exist at all. So, the number of shares in the market now is only 98. Now, how does it help? Your stake in the company increases. Let's say you had 1 share of this company before the buyback. So what was the stake of the company you had earlier? 1 divided by 100, 1%. You were the owner of 1% of the company, right? Now the number of shares is only 98. So what is the stake of your stake in the company? 1 divided by 98 is slightly more than 1%. So you become a bigger stakeholder in the company now. That's how you benefit. Yeah. So if you are exercising the tender and selling the shares, you get a premium price. If you're not doing that, the value of your shares will increase. Why? Because your stake will increase. The earnings per share will increase. Net income divided by number of shares will increase. Why? Because the denominator has gone down. So that's the point of doing buyback. So buyback is basically, in a way, if you look at it, it's like another way of giving out dividends. Dividends, you get the actual cash. In buybacks, your value of the shares increases. So that's like, kind of getting some cash.